Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are looking at Velodrome's finance latest update, Velodrome's latest news, as well as Velo's coin price prediction, price analysis slash technical analysis of the Velodrome or Velo Coin itself. So let's get started. So in terms of recent news or latest news on Velodrome finance, Velodrome is actually planning to go on a super chains. As of now, they are available on Mode as well as Bob. And beside that, we do have a pretty interesting update here. So for the epoch 103 or 103 epoch, they actually had total awards hitting a third highest levels to date, which was pretty big, as you can see. So they gave out around 1.1 million in terms of APR, which was pretty big, I think. And as you can see here, they actually went live on build on Bob is basically the first hybrid layer 2 connecting Bitcoin security with EVM liquidity, backed by the Castle Island and Coinbase Ventures, which is pretty big because they are backed by the Coinbase, and I think that is pretty big as well. So Velodrome went live on that was pretty big for the Velodrome as well as Bob. So Velodrome as of now, it's actually on the beta, as you can see here. After that, they also hit another fees and volume record. As you can see, they actually marked a milestone for slipstream breaking records in the daily fees and volume, reaching approximately over 30k and 50k 50 million respectively. That is pretty big. After that, they actually went live on the Parachain as well. So Paraswap actually did integrate Velodrome Finance for their swaps on Optimism, which was pretty big for them. And as you can see, they are actually planning to go on others super chain as well. So as of now, they are planning to actually implement Metal Layer 2, which is pretty big, and I think as of now they are on the two super chains. So after that, I think they will be moving towards Lusk and others. So as of now, if you look at the Optimism super chains, we have Zora, Mental, WorldCoin, Manta, as well as Cello and others. So I think once the super chains ecosystem grows, I think the Velodrome actually will end up launching on those. So as of now, I think the Velodrome does have a pretty good future because of this immense growth which is happening here. But I think the most important update for the Velodrome is actually this. So if we just check out the Bob, just a second. So if we just check the BOB TVL, it's around 43 million. And we do have, so Velodrome is actually named as, I don't think this is a Velodrome. It's not actually showing here, but if you just go to the Velodrome and if you just go here, we have the TVL of around 155 million for the Velodrome, which is actually not all on the Optimism, because on the Optimism we have only around 147, as you can see, and it is a multi-chain. So looking at the TVL of Velodrome by chance, if we just look here, Optimism is around 147, and Mode is actually, or Mode is actually doing pretty good. It's around 7.93, which is pretty awesome, and Bob is around 2 at 7k, and it's growing slowly, as you can see, which is pretty awesome. And if you just look here, I think we will have Metal as well and Lisk and others soon. So I think Velodrome is actually going to grow, which is pretty awesome, and I think it's not going to actually depend on Optimism at all in the future, and I think that is very important for this Velodrome to grow. After that, we have their treasury. I think they hold, so their treasury does not hold that much, as you can see here. In terms of fees and revenue, that is pretty awesome. If you look here, the fees have actually started to go up, which is pretty awesome. And if you just look here, their fees by protocol revenue, their version 3 is doing pretty awesome as of now. And fees and revenue have actually improved a lot recently, which is pretty awesome. So in terms of volume, the volume of Velodrome is doing pretty awesome. It is actually hitting pretty highs, as you can see. So it actually did pretty good, as you can see. Beside that, they actually did a pretty good into 2023 March, and as of now they have started to improve a lot, as you can see. And in terms of their version 3, it has actually improved a lot, and it is hitting new highs, which is pretty awesome. So if you just look at more states of the Velodrome in terms of their tokens or the Velo itself logged, if you just look here, the Velo itself logged have actually improved a lot. In epoch 103 they were around, in epoch 102 they were around 989 million, and as of now they are currently at 991 million, which is means we just saw 2 million increase in just 1 week, which is or in 2 weeks, which is pretty awesome. And beside that, if we just look at emission of the Velo itself, it has actually gone down, and I think that is very important. So as it is gone down, the supply of the Velodrome will stop, and I think that will actually impact the price in the long run. And I think that is actually very important for the Velo to actually do a pretty good in terms of price. And in terms of market cap, it's fairly low if you compare it against Velodrome, and I think it does have a pretty good room to grow. If if it does go multi-chain, I think for the super chain, I mean, if it does go multi-chain, I think we could end up hitting around 300 million once the market does turn around and the Velodrome does go up, because the Velodrome usually follows the Velo Coin. So if the Velo Coin pumps, I think the Velodrome will pump itself, so that is pretty awesome. So overall, Velo does have a pretty good growth, and they are planning to even go for more super chains, and I think that is very important for the growth of the Velodrome. So looking at the last section of this video, which is actually the price prediction and price analysis of the Velodrome token. This setup is actually from my last video. If you have not checked that out, you can actually check that out as well. So as I said in the last video, this is a pretty good demand zone, and it can be actually seen here. It is actually the Velodrome itself is actually trading around this demand zone area. So I think if we do lose this demand zone and it goes down, I think it is heading towards 11 or 9.6 cent or 11 cent. That is a pretty good demand zone for buying as well. After that, we have another pretty good demand zone, which is around 8.6 and 7.6. Both of these are pretty great as well. If it goes even down below than that, we do have 5.3 and 4.8 as well. So in terms of here, I think if we do bounce back from here, and it looks like it is actually trying to bounce back in the for all chart, as you can see. So if we do bounce back from here, we do have a pretty good distance where we have a sell zones. The first sell zone is around 16 cent. After that, we do have a sell zone of around, I think, 17 cent as well. After that, I think we have a sell zone of around 21 cent, which is pretty good, and I think it will most likely go up. And if it does pump, I think these are the sell zone which you can actually sell at these sell zone, which are pretty awesome. After that, we have, I think, 28 cent, and at the end, I think we could actually end up hitting 34 cent or even higher than that. So still, I think if we do bounce back from here, we are actually heading towards at least 21 cent, which is a pretty good pump. It would be, I think, around 70 or 80% if we just look here. So if it does pump here, it will be around 60%, and if we do actually end up pumping 100%, we will be around 28, and if we do end up pumping 200%, we will be around 34. And I think that is a possibility, because Velodrome is growing rapidly, and once we have a lot, once the Velodrome actually does go to the super chains, I think it will actually end up growing even more. So I think the Velodrome does have a pretty good future, and as of now, its price is looking pretty good. And I think if we do go up from here, we are actually heading towards at these levels. So let's just hope that it does not break this demand zone as well. So below this demand zone, we do have a pretty strong supports, but they are way below, around 93 or even 96. So I think if we do pump from here, we are heading towards these levels. So this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.